There we are. Oh, hi, child. Get down. I don't want you to fall. Get down. Get down. Thank you. What are you watching, mister? What are you watching? Oh, you're watching rescue trucks or something? Let's see here. Where's the... let's see here. How are you doing this morning?
Pretty good.
It's great to meet you. I'm excited to have you on the stream this for the first time. I feel like it's been a while since I've had somebody new because I've been lazy. Well, not lazy. I've been busy. It's been hard to get people all scheduled in. But I'm excited.
Yeah. Imagine with the virus and everything, it's pretty chaotic most of the time.
Yeah, totally. Well, yeah, it's chaotic for I feel like it's chaotic for everyone in different reasons. How have you been
Yeah.
dealing with it?
Pretty good. I'm an essential employee who work in animal care. So we've been doing two teams, T and B, and A works about half the week, B works the other half of the week, and then never see each other. So like the team I haven't seen in over a month at this point.
Oh, weird. This gotta be
Yeah,
really
so that's
weird.
pretty weird.
Let's see here. Hopefully your connection stays up. You're a little bit choppy.
Okay. Yeah, I can see if I can close out anything on my computer and see if that helps.
I've come to consume ham steak. Sorry I won't be watching today. I found the stream. Ah, okay. Let's see. I was gonna see if we got any new. I don't think we got any new Homestuck stuff. Let's find out. No, we did not. Which means we'll just look at some Homestuck fan art. Hey, cause I love to do that. I'm gonna be careful with some spoilers. Have some extra Rev Daves. Aw, hi Carencio. What does try mod view do? Oh, stop it. Interesting. Don't worry about that. Nels, get your foot off my chair, please. What do we got? What kind of weird spoilers am I gonna run into here looking at these? Ooh, that's cool. Some Vriska.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah, I like that style a lot. Oh, I think I saw this. Oh, yeah, these are the ancestors. Homestuck tag on Tumblr? Yeah, that's all spoils. Yeah. You know, Nels, keep your feet down, please. Seriously. These are the... Yeah, I think they say that. Oh, the Nicki Minaj version of her. We finally know who Yiffy is. Yeah, I keep hearing, I saw something about, is it good news? Is it bad news? Is Yiffy, is this it, I don't know. Have you been keeping up on Homestuck 2 at all, Sleepy Kitty?
No, I actually epilogues. I was trying super bad secondhand embarrassment about stuff. So then there was a point I got sort of just stuck and I just sort of never made it through it.
Oh,
And
I
then it was
see.
long enough that like I'm like, I want to read it, but I feel like it's been so long I can't just like jump back into it. I think I have to like sort of like build up to it again. So
Oh, yeah,
I
I
got through
getcha.
all of Homestuck, but then I didn't make it through the epilogues. Like I didn't get even very far in. I think it was like maybe like a couple pages, and then I just hit a wall.
Oh, that sucks. Well, I hear that the... Ooh, that fairy is so good.
Oh, that is adorable.
Ah, I love it. Uh, Starships were meant to fly is literally hilarious considering psionics role. Good news with bad things, but mostly good. Yuffie is one of the consorts Jane took with her. Uh, Hi Shacy. Shacy's pagelings. Ain't gonna lie, Yuffie is short for Yif Yif, who is referenced in Homestuck proper. Yif Yif, the main character of Act 8. Hi Arsha! I'm just looking at fan art, Arsha, because apparently I like living life on the edge of spoilers, but I can't help it. It's so cute. Oh, what is this? Dave Cat? I don't understand that ship at all.
I love Dave Cat. It is adorable.
I just don't get Dave. Is there more character progression later with the both of them together or something?
Yes, things
Okay.
happen later. A lot of things
Oh,
happen later.
okay. I was like, I don't get it. John Cat. Oh, oh, that's cute. Give me 4 ships to make fan art of. I haven't seen that version of it.
And just so you know, on the post you made on Tumblr, my username actually has 3 T's.
Oh, shoot. Let me fix that. I thought I... Tum ba 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 ba.
Tumblr I ended up with 3 T's just because all of my other variations.
Let's see here. I'll edit this. Oops. Oh, there we go. Sweet. There we go. Sorry. Let's see what we have. Lugosi and Haru. Cute animals. This update sucks. That's my opinion on it. I was having a bit of a depressive episode and thought how the hype of new Homestuck content would help. Shame on me for thinking otherwise. Oh. Oh my goodness. Cute. Oh. I love them. Oh, what? Who is this? Dave and Okay, I can totally get behind that one. I could see it. Bro and Roxy. I could see it. I could see it. I don't like a Choco bad ship dynamic. I could see it. Is it because they're blonde? Yeah. Yes, it's because they're blonde. No, I could just see like Roxy going for a guy like bro. I could just see it. I know enough Roxy's to know in my life to know that they always go for guys like bro. Oh my goodness gracious. That is so hecka cute. So much, man. Homestuck artists are ridiculous. Oh my,
People are so good at art, and it's always amazing.
I know, I love it. Look at this. That's not Gamzee. I thought it was Gamzee, but it's not Gamzee. I don't know who the heck that is. That kind of looks like, who are these?
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
did
Chaha.
both from Friends.
Oh yeah. Is that Dirk and Sans? It's
No, I think Roxy and Sans. Yeah, that's
yeah.
Roxy.
I commissioned them. Oh, you commissioned everyone, Red Mage. I think I've started to realize this, and that makes me happy. Oh my God, This Aradia, oh my god, what am I thinking? Vriska.
Vriska.
I love it. The style is so cute. Oh my heavens to Betsy. Oh, there's so much good art on Tumblr. Well, not yet. I'm broke 20% of the time. Me too. I love these. Yeah, this jade. Dang. Oh wait, I gotta see what this is. 6 fan arts. Oh my god, that Teresi is so cute.
Aww.
Oh, these are all really cute. What a cute style they have. Oh.
They all just look so soft.
Yeah, I like the pastels. What is this? The cooler Dirk Jake. What am I looking at right now?
John Roxy, the cooler Dirk Jake.
John Roxy is a terrible ship. Maybe friends, but not romantic. Oh my goodness. This is the most precious jade.
In general, I'm pretty chill with basically any ships. You can be like, this is a good ship. I'm like, yeah, that works.
Yeah, okay. I love this one.
Oh my god.
It's so precious. Terrible Trizzy loves that artist. I love that. I'm gonna commission them. Of course you're gonna commission them real soon. Of course you are. I'm gonna bring a lot of oh wait. Okay, I have to stop, but I can't stop. Wait, I'll just look at a couple more and then we'll start. Oh, I just love looking at this fan art. Why is this that weird thing where you guys said that like people draw Homestuck characters as dragons or trolls as dragons or something? Someone said that there was like some kind of yeah. Arsha says yeah. Someone was saying there's. Oh, go for it.
Homestuck has infinite AU like things where people are like, universe where this is happening or this is happening, and it's like, yeah, that's cool.
Oh, yeah. I had to ask actually what AU meant. Oh my god. Look at this Roxy as Problem Sleuth Roxy. I'm so
adorable.
excited by that. Oh, it's so cute. I like trolls with tails sometimes. Tails are cute. Aww.
Yeah.
I could see trolls with tails. It's just that I guess my thing is I don't get it as much because people always say that trolls are like insects more than anything. Oh my god.
But in AU, anything's possible.
Terezi, she's thick. Look at how cute she is. Oh my god. Super thighs me. Oh man. Let insects have tails. I mean, I guess they could. Okay, I'll just look at a cover. Oh my goodness. That's so cute.
Aww.
I don't use Tumblrs for arts anymore. Yeah, a lot of people don't. I think I had this discussion before with somebody where I feel like someone needs to come in and like pick up the torch from Tumblr because after Tumblr went porn free or whatever and everybody was like over it and they left. Or not even just porn free, you know, they got like really weird and sensory. I mean, you have ArtStation, but ArtStation is not, it's more portfolio driven and less community driven. And so people just kind of like put what they feel is like the best of their best. And I like to see a bunch of stuff when I'm looking for artists for things because like, I mean, as artists sometimes think that like they'll look at something that they like this person might look at this and I don't know what they think. They may think it's one of their best pieces or not, but it doesn't always match what I think. So I like to see a wider variety, and so Tumblr was kind of cool because I got to see a big wide variety of stuff from people. And now it's just there's not a place to go for that. I guess kind of Twitter, but Twitter's hard to find new artists. Kind of Instagram, but again, it's hard to find new artists. Tumblr was just so made for that.
Yeah, I'm pretty much only on Tumblr, and I'm probably going to be there either until a new place pops up I can migrate to, or until it just straight up dies.
Yeah.
Because, like I technically have a Twitter, I don't use it at all, so I've posted one thing ever, and it's like, I just don't get it.
How cute is this? Oh, Clockhart.
Ah,
I feel like
I love
Clockhart's
him.
done some work with us before. Oh my heavens to Betsy. Oh, Tavros. Oh, sorry, wait. Is that Tavros' voice? Oh yeah, it's because he has mechanical legs. Wait, why isn't it
Yeah.
Tavros Nitram? That's his last name?
Yeah.
Clockwork is the best. I want to commission them. Of course you do! Twitter is super hard to art stuff unless you already had a big following. Red Mage, I'm just going to start telling you whenever someone's commissions are open. Anytime I see it, I'm just going to tag you. Hi, honey. Okay, we should probably... Oh, child. Ugh. Get down. I don't want you to fall. Let's see. Where are we? So... Now that I've jacked around a bunch, Nels, you need to get down. I don't want you to fall, honey. And when you're bouncing like that, you're gonna fall, and you're gonna biff it, and then you're gonna cry. And I love you, but I don't want you to cry. I thought Child was wearing John's God tier pajamas. How like I feel like that would be so like sneaky of me. Just like one day, I don't like say anything, and then suddenly like the Child walks up, just like fully cosplayed as John Egbert, like with no like not saying anything.
A child now, the air of breath.
Right? Oh god, that would be so funny. Oh, is this the commission you did, Eldritch? Or you commissioned from them? Because that is so good. Their style is so cute. I like their color choices a lot. I would go, okay. That's my fave. Yeah, but that would be really funny if I just like low-key started putting him in different costumes every day without saying anything, just waiting for him to wander on screen, and then be like, oh, my child, John Egbert.
And that day he did appear.
Yeah, that would be the one day he was like really quiet and just like sat in his room. Now taking commission or now putting in commissions for child-sized Homestuck clothing. Let's see. We're gonna. So, welcome, Sleepy Kitty. So Sleepy Kitty is the first time they have been on the stream, so I'm really excited. Can you tell us a little bit about, your like your involvement with Homestuck, like how long you've been reading it, kind of like your the fan art that you do and stuff like that?
Yeah. I honestly don't remember how long I've been reading Homestuck. I think it was like, I started somewhere around like probably 2013, 2014, something like that. It's been a very long time. I know the first time I started reading it, I didn't actually get almost anywhere because I went to the first page, it said put in your name, and I'm like, I can't put in my name. What is this? And I went like I think a couple more pages in, and I'm like, I don't know what this is. I think I'm just done with this. And then a while later, I ended up coming back and actually getting through it.
Nice.
I don't do a whole lot with Homestuck or really any fandom. I'm much more of a not really participant. I mostly just like watch and look at everything else that everybody else is doing because like, wow, look at this art. It's so good. Wow, look at this other stuff. That's so cool. But
That's
I
me.
tend to not
I
do
do
a
that.
whole lot on my own. I do some fan art occasionally. I'm actually working on trying to get back into drawing since I have barely drawn anything in a couple years now
Mhm.
because it's just so hard to do stuff with a job.
Mhm.
It's just hard to be, like, motivated to be like, yes, I'm gonna draw. It has to be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna go do that like right now. So
Yeah. Yeah, you really have to set aside time. I know, like, personally, I have to kind of compartmentalize my time quite a bit if I want to work on drawing at all, or painting or anything. Like, you kind of have to just, and then you have to, it sucks because it's when you're working full time or, you're momming or whatever, you can't, when you do have time, you're not necessarily inspired. And so you have to be like, okay, do I want to, like, I just kind of want to play video games right now. But, like, it is hard. It's hard to, like, if you're not like when you're younger and you have so much time. I'm like, I should have used
yeah,
that
like in
time.
high school and college, like I was drawing like constantly because like I'd be in class and like taking just be drawing on the other side of the page, and then like after I got out of college, it's just like I just don't more because like there's no time I'm just like sitting around like not doing something, and
Right.
then even if I want to draw, it's like okay, but what am I gonna draw?
Yeah, I think
I don't know.
sometimes it's like when I get into those moods, what I would do if I was like, I feel like I need to draw, but I just don't know what to draw, I would pop up like figure references, and that's what I do. Like if I'm just like, it's kind of like when you're exercising, you don't always want to go you don't always know, you don't always want to like go on a jog. Maybe it's just worth it to just do a few push-ups at home or something, or just something to kind of get you going. So for that, like, I would be like, oh, I'm just gonna find some cool poses, and not that I had to like have something I wanted to draw, but just exercise my brain a little bit, pull up some poses I really like, do some like figure poses, and watch some TV or something. And then I never didn't like make a drawing, but just kind of kept my I felt productive regardless. Um, Sometimes it can be easier to do that, and I feel like the more you do that, the more eventually you'll find the inspiration at the right time. Yeah, and like Archie
Yeah, I
said, draw
mostly just
whatever
need
makes you
to
happy.
try to get back into doing that kind of thing since
Yeah, non-committal pieces. That's what really like got me around the bend. Is I went through a point where I felt like I didn't know what, like, I always felt like when I sat down, I had to have like I had to draw something. And so I would stare at that blank, like every artist knows, you like just stare at that blank piece of paper and, for a long time, and then you just don't know what to draw. I think when I started buying sketchbooks and using them for sketchbooks and feeling like I don't have to make an actual picture, I can just like sketch some hands, or
yeah.
something like that, and just kind of dink around. Like like you were saying when you were in school and you're just drawing on the other side of your picture. I feel like when you're at home, it's harder to channel that same energy when you're just like doodling. Like you feel like you're at home and you're supposed to be like using your time effectively. Um, I don't know. It gets easier though, so hopefully you can get back into it a little bit. I found Inktober last year actually propelled me forward a lot, like forcing myself to sit down, and I did like these big ink drawings every day, and
Hmm.
I got most of them done, but after that it got easier, to just kind of keep that energy going. uh but yeah, sorry, I digress. I hope that you can kind of find a groove that works for you. You also don't need to obviously force yourself if like you're not feeling it, because you go through long
Yeah.
dry spells.
Yeah.
Inktober isn't copyright. I saw a thing that they posted about it, and they said that that was never their intention, unless there's been an update since then. Because I saw something that it is now. I'd have to look that up. Inktober bums me out. I'm so excited for Art Fight. Wow, I didn't. I'm gonna do some research on that later. I edited BNHA characters out of a scene on my art app for no goddamn reason yesterday. It was something I did because I could. Oh. Well, that's nice. I tried to do a bunch of Homestuck projects and it all fell through. I blame my ADHD for not staying on task and leaving the task for forever. That's okay. All that matters is that you started. You'll get back to it. Uh, Yeah, when I'm working on cosplays, I usually try to make some kind of progress each day. Old Sucks is. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Like, I'm the same way. Like, I'm always working on, like, because I really like to play video games and I really like to watch, whether it's just TV or anime or whatever. And then I have my kid and I have full-time work and I have all the chores that I am putting off constantly. So I feel like I just have to like schedule out my day. Like last night I sat down and I was like, I'm gonna paint. I wanted to play video games because I started playing what was it? Beyond Good and Evil. Uh, I got back to that game and I was excited to play it again. But I had played the night before, so I made myself paint the next night. And I was like, no, I can't just play video games. I have to work on my painting. So, oh, that's a nice thought. I'll take that with me. At least I started. Yeah, at least you started. Honestly, starting is the hardest part. And just keep starting and don't beat yourself up. Uh, if I remember correctly, the creator was C&D. Anyone selling stuff under their name because he has the rights. It's because he was planning to put out. I'd have to check into that, Eldridge, because the last update I saw about that was that C&D thing got out of control, and I saw some statement from the Inktober person that was like, I think it was on Twitter or something, and they were like, whoa, 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 that wasn't my intention. People should be able to use the Inktober name. Let me, put the brakes on what's going on or something. Like it got out of their hands or something. But again,
I think that's what I heard as
is that
well.
What you saw?
I haven't really paid much attention to it, but I think what I saw was like they put in like the copyright or whatever without the intention of actually stopping other people from using it or something like that, and then just like the lawyer went totally over it or
that's kind of what I saw.
That.
It sounded like somebody overstepped and that they didn't intend whatever thing to happen that had happened. And then everyone knee-jerked and was like, oh my god, Inktober is being taken over. This is fucked up. And then they were like, whoa, I didn't mean to do that, guys. I'm really sorry. Let's back it up. Yeah, I would double check that, Eldridge, because yeah, I think that it was a while back, but yeah, I think that ended up getting smoothed over. Anyway, you see yourself on the camera? Let's see here. So, where we left off was these cotton candy folks. Nils is having a lot of fun watching himself on the computer today. With Jane and Roxy. So hopefully, I'm hoping that your connection stays, but yeah, it's a little choppy, but we'll see. The second I almost like will be like, oh, it's really choppy, it'll like clear up again. And I'm like, oh, okay, never mind, and then it'll get choppy. I'm like, what? But we'll do our best. So do you want to read for Jane or do you want to read for Roxy?
I'm really fine with either one.
Okay. Why don't you read Jane? I'd like to read Roxy. She's fun.
Okay.
Oh, do you have the right page?
Yeah, 4434.
Perfect. I'll post it in chat for anyone who else needs it.
Okay. Jane, look around. I don't know, the baking chest maybe?
Too big. I got size restrictions here. Bigger stuff takes huge amounts of power to swipe. So this gizmo I have has a built-in size cap. Like something as big as you, for instance, I can't take. Believe me, I've tried.
Aw, that's sweet of you, I guess.
Was totes sweet of me to try to steal you for the hangouts, but it didn't work because of bullshit. But I can take this stuff somewhat smaller.
What are the restrictions?
Just dump your shit on the floor. Tell me everything that's there.
Jane, empty Siladex. Well, what immediately catches my attention is this enormous book. I wonder how it squares with your size restriction.
What book?
My unabridged Sassacres. It's a very rare edition with of precious family heirloom, so I don't know if it would make an ideal candidate for this journey.
Oh, no. Are you kidding? That shit's perfect. should be just the right size. Like big, but sparkly, not too big.
But what if it gets damaged?
It'll be set fire.
Silly me, what was I worried about?
Er, man, scent fine.
That wasn't even a Freudian slip. Dr. Frood just tripped over an earnest phallus, tumbled down a flight of stairs, and broke his neck. And then his cigar exploded comically in his face.
Jane, you're funny. Oh my god, so long that word boner I made. Oh my god.
It was spectacular.
But for real, I won't set your fucking joke book on fire, Jane. It doesn't even do that even if it goes the worst kinds of wrong.
Couldn't we send Wise Guy instead? At least it would be easily replaced.
Jane.
Hmm?
Jane! Fuck Wise Guy. It would be so lame as a gig pig book. God damn, who am I kidding? I don't even know how to spell gig pig while sober. Could be sober as a church Christ and look at it. Guinea. I don't know. Shit looks intrinsically fucked, typographically speaking. So, fuck that rod and fuck those particular pigs.
No, I reject your proposal that we fuck Wise Guy, whatever that actually means, or for that matter, the spelling of any adorable rodents named after African nations.
Jane, are you being a tight ass again?
I don't think so.
We talked about this.
About what?
About you being a tight ass.
I am not being a tight ass.
Janie, it seems to me that there is a maths % chance of you being a huge tight ass. Are you being a huge tight ass on me, Jane?
Oh, god damn it. Take the book. What do I care?
Yes! That's the spirit. Now you are believing with petrol.
I fail to see what offering up a priceless book for you, your wildly capricious science experiment, has to do with my resolution to be less stingy with my beliefs, but alright.
Will you just relax about the book? I'm only just teasing, because there's like practically 100% chance this won't walk like always. Won't work like always. So, ready?
Yes, let's just get on with it. RL, a purify. It worked! The book is gone!
Oh no. Ah, shit.
What is it?
Shit.
Did you receive the book?
Shit.
Don't tell me. The book is damaged somehow, isn't it?
Fuck.
Sigh. Is it at least somewhat intact? Or was it completely incinerated in transit? I just knew we used Wise Guy. I can't believe this.
Don't worry. The book itself is Tope's fine.
Then what's the problem?
I'm so stupid. So top up.
Will you tell me what happened?
Gotta go. Be back later. Well, talk about important stuffs later. P.S. Jane, thank you for believing me. Oh shit! One last thing, Jane. Do not run the file I sent before you get back. It sent you before I get back. I need to just don't without me, okay? Fuck.
You wonder what her deal was. Always something with her. You again notice her game file, beckoning you to play. I warned you not to until she gets back. Phooey. Oh, hey, just your slightly abridged edition of Massacres over there on the floor. You guess you could have sent a much less valuable copy and saved a lot of arguing, but what's done is done. There's more material sprinkled about, too. You've clearly got some time to kill before your BFFC is back from her emergency. Might as well do some casual reading. But there's nothing casual about hoisting even an abridged Massacres up to your lap, so forget that. There's always Game Girl, but the articles are all a bit vapid and, in your view, somewhat demeaning to the female gamers and women in general. You and Rolal are convinced the whole thing is just written by the same odious D-bags who wrote Game Bro, which is exactly what makes it good for the LULs, her words. Speaking of bros and the games they play, Jane, read Pony Pals. You've read this a million times already. It's one of your favorite gifts. Another gander at it sure couldn't hurt. Jane, examine contents.
I love these. Why is there like blood at the bottom? Horseshoe imprints.
Jane, flip to page 1.
Oh my god. Okay, what's the best way to do this? Okay, so we're gonna do... what's the fun way to do this? So while you... Here we go. So while you're reading, you read the text, and... God, I'd only Hal was here. If only Hal was here. When you... Oh my god, sorry, I'm so distracted by how funny the top image is right now with the horse and the... Oh,
Tragic pony
strangled.
news.
Yeah. So while you're reading, I'm just gonna like cut in with these comments, I guess. And then
Okay.
it'll be weird. So, okay, we'll see how this goes. I don't know. Okay.
A visitor. Anna.
Almost a good name for you. Not sure why.
Harley.
Dumb name. Sounds like a product of speech impediment by imbecile.
Came out her back door and ran across the backyard. There were 2 ponies in the paddock, behind Anna's house and yard. Hey ponies, Anna called out. We're going for a trail ride.
As she prepared the news what is that word?
Adroitly.
Adroitly. Whoa, I don't think I've ever seen that word. Okay.
I think it might have been a vocab word I had in like high school at some point.
Right? It's like one of those words that you're like, no one uses that in real life. Like, what asshole's like, yes, adroitly. Like, shut up. Shut up, Kevin.
This guy.
Yeah, this guy with his adroitlies. Okay. Calm down, Kevin.
Anna's pony, Acorn, was standing in the pony shed. The other pony,
Little Sebastian,
belonged to Anna's next-door neighbor and pony pal,
the city of Pawnee, Indiana. Little Seb.
Came over to Anna, but Acorn stayed in the shed. Anna thought that Acorn was trying to hide from her. He liked to play.
I'm scared shitless of my master.
Jane, turn page. Anna went into the shed. Acorn wasn't.
Fucking around.
He was staring at a fluffy black cat with white paws.
Taking a dump on his favorite saddle.
The cat was staring back at Acorn.
Shitting like tomorrow wasn't a thing.
Hey, kitty, said Anna. What are you doing here?
She asked, the act of defecation oddly foreign to the girl. Pawnee.
Came into the shed behind Anna. Whose cat is that?
The rural township inquired.
I don't know, answered Anna.
It's not a pony, and seriously, who gives a fuck?
Suddenly a mouse ran from behind the feed bin.
The contrived incident caused some extra shit to happen. Acorn was like, oh hell no, not the fuck in my paddock, bitch.
Acorn nickered as if to say.
Vile slurs omitted.
The cat leaped back up on the straw and curled himself into a ball. Acorn took a few steps toward the cat and...
crushed it to death with his magnificent hooves.
Acorn nickered.
Triumphantly.
That's so cute,
murmured the fictional Midwestern burro.
Pam Crendel rode.
Another goddamn pony.
Up to the shed. She said hi to her pony pals and...
the whole crew beamed complacently about their bullshit horse club.
Anna pointed at the cat. Acorn has a new...
kind of meat he appears to tolerate, she exploded. Man, screw handwriting, this is easier.
Later, about halfway through the book, rather than see the gag through to the bitter end, Strider began pasting over entire pages of original text with his own completely rewritten version of the story, while keeping all the chapter titles. His revision is a tough, emotionally draining read, but it's cathartic in all the worst ways possible. He tends to get carried away with his projects. Jane, just check out that file already. You try to distract yourself with Strider's literature, but it's no use. Your curiosity is overwhelming. Lalonde could be gone for hours for all you know. Surely there couldn't be any harm in just installing the file, could there?
She told you not to.
That's an odd extension for a file. You don't think you've ever seen it before.
Oh, it's the Till Death.
Yep, till death.
Bum,
Jane.
bum, bum.
Install Suburb client. It doesn't even seem to install anything. It just runs a small application when you execute it. Looks like you're one key press away from playing. Do you dare? Jane, press enter.
Psst. Hey, Jane. Step away from your
Compooner.
Pooter. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh! Uh-oh.
Computer explode.
Oh, she landed on the couch. Sweet catch. Oh.
God, you wish stuff would stop exploding. Jane, answer D-Stry.
Alright, do you want to keep reading for Jane? I like your Jane.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I should probably warn you.
About what? Yet another exploding game trap?
Well, shit. She already sent it.
Yes, but to be fair, she warned me not to run it.
That's weird.
Why? She probably just trying to protect me from the Batterwitch's latest assassination attempt. Sheesh, I can't believe you all finally got me saying Batterwitch too. Who would have thought?
No, it's weird because Lalonde was the one who rigged it to explode. It's a bogus copy she coded herself. The real game file she downloaded is totally legit.
What? Really?
Got it right here myself. Checked it out. File's fucking clean as a whistle. A whistle that overcame a major substance abuse problem. Trying to get its life back on track. The whistle's holding down a steady job now. It's taking things one day at a time. Eat a fucking dinner off that whistle. Okay, I'll shut up.
Why would she do that?
To accomplish exactly what it sounds like got accomplished. You narrowly averting the fake threat to your life, then getting your shit all hot and bothered at the Baroness over it. Then you abdicate your heiress throne or something and give up on this game as a big fuck you to the genocidal cake alien.
But if she felt so strongly that I shouldn't play, she should have told me. Or told me more forcefully, I guess. I would have listened. Maybe.
She's working through some problems right now. Really doesn't want us to play that game. So I guess this was the insane stunt she whipped up to derail the inevitable. Kind of reckless for my tastes. One of the above statements is a fucking lie. Are you gutsy enough of a gumshoe to spot it?
Maybe she was justified in taking such an extreme measure. I sure hadn't been taking her seriously. She even warned me not to play it until she got back, but I went ahead anyway because I was too impatient. Actually, now that I think about it, she was probably going to disarm it or such when she got back, seeing as her objective had essentially been accomplished already by an actual assassination attempt. After that, I told her I would believe her about everything. That probably made her feel guilty about setting me up, so she told me not to touch the file until she returned.
Sounds about right.
But then I went ahead and ran it anyway, like a doofus. I think she just wanted to be believed. Shucks, am I an awful friend?
No.
I'm not so sure about that.
Well, before you go taking a massive sad crap all over your friendship credentials, consider this. Only she could manage to blow up your computer with a nasty Deathloop virus and somehow make you be the one to feel shitty about it.
You're right.
Or maybe you're the one who uniquely fills the predicate in that construction. I don't goddamn know. Your friendship with her is a half-drunken three-legged relay race, and the baton is a stick of dynamite. And you two are the only ones on the track. Me and English are watching from underneath the bleachers, high-fiving constantly.
I guess it's a pretty apt metaphor, even though it doesn't make the slightest bit of sense.
Yes.
I just wanted to start playing the game so badly. Now more than ever, I've reason to believe the stakes have increased dramatically.
Sorry, Eldridge Baby is watching. I think he's watching this show called Rescue Trucks or something. I think I have it on Netflix. I think he found it on YouTube somehow. But it's like these cute little talking cars. I thought it was Pokemon earlier when I was hearing it in the background. I was like, are you watching Pokemon? But I was like, oh no, this is that cute little Rescue Trucks. Oh, the baby show. Yeah, you guys know the one. Yeah, it's cute. They're like little cars. They sound like they're in they're overdubbed anime. Sorry. You were... Okay, they have, and they will continue to.
I think our dream counterparts are all marked for death, and if we are to stand a chance, we must move quickly.
I agree. Just heard about your assassination on Prospect.
Oh, she told you already?
Who? RL? No. I read it in a newspaper.
Are you being ironic again?
No. I just picked up one of the sleazy Dursite tabloid rags. Sometimes they'll feature some pretty entertaining gossip about royalty or whatever, but they're primarily dedicated to smearing Prospect. The press had a field day with the deaths of the page and the maid.
Dursite? You mean the other planet? The evil one?
Durs, yeah. Not evil, necessarily. That's a bit simplistic. The kingdom represents the forces of opposition to Prospect and the four heroes, us.
What did the story say about me?
Dead was the big-ass headline. Then a photo of your dead body laying there, followed by a lot of bullshit slander. It was also reported your tower exploded. They couldn't find the body to give it a proper funeral. Probably incinerated.
I didn't realize you'd woken up in the game already. When did that happen?
Dunno. Years ago. Don't really recall.
I guess I shouldn't act surprised that you didn't tell me. What with all your high-flouting secrecy.
It's hard to explain. I was never technically asleep there. I was awake without realizing it. Then I realized it, and I sort of learned how to be awake there while awake here, too. I'm awake there now, albeit pretending to sleep.
Pretending? Why?
For one thing, it gets a bit distracting managing two alert bodies in different places at the same time. And for another thing, it's better to maintain appearances. Everyone on Durst believes their heroes haven't woken yet, though they are both rumored to be very active sleepwalkers, which is half true. She can't ever seem to sleep still, goes off wandering for days. Sometimes I've got to go round her up from some godforsaken cranny of the abyss, drag her tipsy ass home, tuck her back in. Maybe I'll chain her leg to the bed if she doesn't wake up soon. Though, in light of the recent assassinations, her slumbering attraction to the void probably works to her advantage. No one ever knows where she is.
I'm still not sure I'm following. Why are you maintaining the appearance of being asleep? On Prospect, it seemed as if the people there regarded me and Jake very highly, like celebrated figures. Is it not the same way on Durst?
No, it's essentially the same situation here. They glorify us in the same way, almost like we're their purple pajama team mascots, even though they will completely oppose our objective when all is said and done. Kind of ridiculous, really. But even so, I think it's better to lay low, not alert anyone to my alertness. That way I can sneak around and gather information, do some reconnaissance before shit starts getting real.
In other words, read newspapers, get a feel of the word on the street and such, as my detective?
Yeah, among other things, like keep an eye on agent activity.
You mean secret agents?
No, more like high-ranking officials. Judging from your knife wound, I'm betting you were the victim of Archagent himself. You should feel honored, I guess.
Who's that?
A guy named Noir. Real nasty dude. Crazy ambitious. Loves knives. If we're going to stand any chance of winning this thing, I've got this nagging suspicion we're going to have to take him down first, and a feeling that nags equally is it ain't going to be easy. What's this? The evil one? Yikes, Jane, the evil one. Fucking of course she would. Oh.
I guess I should find all that ominous, but I cannot lie, sir. Nothing you have said has made me one iota less excited to begin this adventure. Those dastardly agents can try to assassinate me all they like. I just want to get started.
That's the most awesome way to be, Jane. And it is, again, why you will be our leader. Sort of.
Right. Still fixing to pull the strings for us, per your extensive puppet metaphor.
Pulling them as we speak. I am having little Seb install a real copy of the client on another computer in your house. A clean computer, not any of this BCC Corp garbage you tend to accumulate. I'll have to insist from this point onward you employ neutral devices. That shit fucks with your head.
Alrighty. I think I can make that concession.
Once it's installed, I'll connect with you. I will be your server player. I don't know. I know this isn't what you were hoping for, but some improvisation is in order. While you get the ball rolling, I'll try to talk some sense into that mercurial booze hound.
Sounds like a plan. I do hope she comes around. It'd be a bummer to play without her.
She will.
Say, do you even have any machines that survived that explosion? Do I even have any machines that survived that explosion besides this one?
Do you even have any machines that don't inundate you with fucking Hamburger Helper ads and Guy Fieri's heinous propaganda?
I guess not. Still, some nice things were surely destroyed. I think Detective Pony was caught in the blast. It's unlikely Acorn survived.
A fitting end to a life of moral compromise.
So, since I'm apparently out of neutral devices, which computer is Seb installing the file on?
On your dad's computer downstairs. One in the study.
Gotcha. My poor dad. He surely heard the explosion. I put him through so much today. Oh no.
What?
I just had a dreadful thought. The kitchen's just below my room. What if he'd begun his baking his afternoon cake when my computer exploded?
Oh no! I wouldn't worry about it.
Maybe I should go look? Though I'm a little afraid to.
I think it'll take a lot more to kill that dude than a little falling debris. Trust me.
I hope so. The Crockers have something of a legacy when it comes to losing forebears to mysterious explosions. I would be so sad if I kept the tradition alive like this.
The most you have to worry about is getting grounded back to the Stone Age. When you enter the session, he'll probably lock you up in a prison cell in Durst. Probably stick a huge safe in front of the bars for good measure. Now, do me a favor and hop off the couch.
Okay, what are you doing?
Making room for something big.
DS. Deploy. You watch D-Stry deploy some sort of mammoth instrument on your balcony. It's just as well he took over for Rolal. She probably would have destroyed half your house with that thing in her condition. But on the bright side, you're sure RL would have enjoyed a good nicker with you over the notion of DS employing his mammoth instrument. You wonder what she could possibly be up to. While you're at it, you also wonder what the deal is with his cagey treatment of their names. D-Stry, Rolal, DS, RL, Strider, Lalonde. It's all starting to get a bit silly. Each of their full names has 11 characters. You've been dancing around all but 2. Maybe it's time you were formally introduced to the last 2 characters.
Roxy! Whoop, whoop.
One of the last 2 stands in her bedroom. It is a young lady. Due to an incident involving a purifier, an unabridged Colonel Sassacres, and a perfectly white cat, she will not be able to assist her BFFC for some time. And due to the aggressive concurrence of all that takes place in Paradox Space, the incident has not happened yet. But what has happened was this young lady's 13th birthday. It took place almost 3 years ago, and on that date, her placarding was engraved. It was engraved with 11 letters to be precise, 9 of which we're already familiar with. You figure it couldn't hurt to take a peek at the engraving. You've dined the scoop on those last 2 mysterious characters. Hey, get that damn cat out of the way. Cat. Move tail. Thank you, cat who is probably Jasper's. The final two chromosomic symbols have been released from their fluffy, twitching prison. Examine room. Your name is Roxy. God damn, do you love wizards. You wish and hope they're real, and so too is their magics and stuff. You enjoy writing fan prose for said magical men, but you think maybe it's not so great. You are, however, quite great at the esoteric sciences such as ectobiology, dark fenestrology, and the delicate art of a purification. You have tended to accrue dead preserved specimens from your experiments, little to none of which aren't feline. You aren't one to shy from a bit of gaming, particularly this sort of well past its prime. You have a real soft spot for old school technology. It is fair to say most of your learnings are governed by a bent for nostalgia. Your coding cred is totes ridic, making you the hottest shit hacker bitch you ever knew. As deadly to the Gridath, she is beautiful. You are known to non-seldomly employ a roguish demeanor toward the fellas, a habit not especially jeopardized by your non-infrequent inebriation. Which is to say, against the better judgment of one your age, you like to dip into the sauce now and then. Unless your mom is looking, which happens to be virtually never. And considering she has been known by the knowledge to be in possession of a vision omnifold, this strikes you as a particularly stunning lapse in parental diligence. But you have good friends and many distractions to fill the void in your life. What will you do now? Roxy, wail like an alley cat and blow bubbles in your drink. Roxy is not empowered to resurrect this crusty old gag template because all of a sudden, she is too busy being the other guy. You've absolutely got to peep the last two letters of this Max Chill dude's name on the devil fucking double. Examine placardum. Hey! Clear out that stupid pony. What is this? Some sort of miniature paddock? Pony, wake up. Thanks, Pony, who is presumably a tiny maple hoof for some reason. The final two diluvial symbols have been unearthed from countless crushing ounces of slumbering Pony. Examine room. Your name is Dirk. Holy shit! Do you love puppets? You possess the extreme dexterity to operate your golf friends on steam, that is, when they're not preambulatory through your lovingly imbued mechanization, you dig writing cognitive algorithms for said apocryphal men. You think maybe that's fucking dope. For what else? Guess what else is dope? Everything else you do. You're a sick, autodidact. Oh my god, with your words.
Yeah, right?
Autodidact ancient civilizations, a self-made master of mythologue, and a preternatural pop culture academe. If you weren't so damn aloof, you actually let people get a load, you might just get described all kinds of ways. Maybe tagged as a Renaissance ninja, philosopher prince, and flash step puppeteer. Or perhaps a pantheonic ironicist, gangsta logician, lucid waker, and Dursite spy. Screw descriptors, though. As if the shits you give ain't nil. You're cool with dabbling in the fine sequential arts, and your work could be viewed by some as borderline pornographic. And to those Philistines, you'll be heard wondering, what the fuck do you mean, borderline? Against the better judgment of one your age, you build robots, set them to kill mode, and spar with them to death. That is, when you're not suffocating them to friends, or dueling them with lap. You try to cool it on the deathmatch stuff when your bro is looking, which is virtually never. And considering he had a reputation staked in some order of martial nobility, this strikes you with a staggering oversight and brotherly vigilance. You don't have the heart to hold it against him, though. What will you do? Dirk, shut your ass and twitch like a proboscis. There's no way in hell you were going to give this gag the time of day, even if you weren't suddenly totally lambasted by the character select screen again from way out of left field inside your glasses. Once again, you are grabbing the plush by the rump. You are in absolute command of your destiny. As long as you don't pick the two characters who are grayed out, which is universally understood UI convention for non-clickability. Also, as long as both other available choices are finished being drawn, we are passing out free will like cheap cigars.
Let's choose Roxy.
Roxy. Be Roxy.
No.
You are now Roxy. What were you up to again? You were floating somewhere in the non-linear time stew of paradox space, and we were hoping to get a handle on the exact chronology of your situation. Perhaps your successive actions will oblige us? Yeah, you really aren't really listening. You're going to do whatever the hell you want. Roxy, go grab that sweet gun. You pick up your high-octane laser gun. It's powered by the most deadly sciences you know of. You keep a couple of specibus allocations in your portfolio on standby. You try to stay as sharp as possible in unarmed combat because you never know when you'll get ambushed. It's dangerous out there. Roxy, examine dead mutant collection. The biggest one has been around for as long as you remember, encased in that glass-like material. You've considered giving it a name, but it always struck you as a little morbid to name a dead cat. The others were the result of a few experimental mishaps before you got the hang of the equipment. You keep them around to remind you of the perils of the inexact science, and also because they're weird-looking. You've since cloned many healthy felines, but they all live in the laboratory back. Your pet cat doesn't really get along with the other cats, and you upset him. Roxy, captcha log 1. You took the message in a bottle modus. These guys are quite handy through windows whenever you're ready to christen a new fenestrated plane. Roxy, take books. You take the first books of your mom's best-selling series, Complete Learned. An impossible fortune off books, considering how dark and inaccessibly written they are for young readers. More money than the U.S. financial system could even account for as legitimately circular economy. Many suspected real-life which were involved, which is what some believe discouraged investigations to the matter. The feds were afraid, and the barons nervous. God, you hope that's all true. See, examine Coal poster. Some original edition cover art for one of the books. It features the androgynous young apprentice, Calmasis. Throughout the series, plays the roles of anti-hero and chief antagonist. Shahi convinces fellow disciples to rebel against Zazarpan's vaunted complacency, and one by one hunts down each wizard. All 12 are killed, but the predicant scholar himself, forcing a showdown. The poster depicts the notorious chess match between Calmasis and Zazarpan. Zazarpan had a reputation for being unbeatable. He had never lost a match, even to the gods. But his apprentice was able to beat him in the wizard's duel by first becoming checkmated, and through some unprecedented enchantment, continuing to play beyond the death of the king. You love your mom's books and find them heavily inspiring, but you can't help but feel the work is exhaustingly heavy-handed at times. You kind of prefer to write more light-hearted things, actually crack a joke now and then, you know?
For some reason,
Roxy.
this little bit reminds me of, I don't know why, but it just reminded me of Dragon Age, and then now it made me want to play Dragon Age again. With the Mage Tower and I don't know why that reminded me of that.
You know.
This is all very important. Is it? Maybe.
Someday you will know if it is important or not.
I know, but by then I will have forgotten about it entirely.
And that is how Homestuck works.
They're like, remember that time 2,000 pages ago when there was that poster on Roxy's wall? And I'll be like, no, I don't remember that. I don't, not at all.
Remember how in that one flash way back at the beginning, John was allergic to peanuts?
Right? Hell no, I don't remember that. I don't got space in my head for John's peanut allergies. Come on.
It's important, man.
It's all important.
Roxy, say hi to Cat. Your cat, Frigglish, hops down on the bed to greet you and immediately situates him something important. One of your creative writing journals. Named him after his favorite wizard photo. He was just such an endearing, bumbling fellow before he got murdered. Camlysus put an insidious curse on him which caused him to go insane for several years. He began filling a book with all his arcane knowledge, which was said to be limitless. The tome grew to monumental proportions and became a virtually unreadable patchwork of impenetrable gradations. When the young wizard finally caught up with him, he was a quaking, incoherent madman. So he put him out of his misery by crushing him to death with his own mad text. You think it's a fitting name for him for some reason, the macabre demise notwithstanding, of course. Roxy, take journals. You politely scoop Frigglish off the books. That a boy. Technically, only one of these books is yours, the writing the journal. You're pretty secretive about your writing. Sometimes you can even hardly bear to read it. You are highly aware of the formidable writerly shadow cast over you and can be critical to the point of embarrassment over your work. Just how drunk were you when you wrote this? You often wonder to yourself. You don't think you'll be peeking at it soon. Maybe later. The other book is another point of embarrassment for completely different reasons. Roxy, read other book. This is Jake's private journal. One day when you were feeling especially frisky, you swiped it with your purifier, not actually expecting it to work. But then you debated with yourself for weeks over whether to read it. When you finally took a peek, you were strangely relieved to find all this nonsense. Instead of his private thoughts, but you still don't have it in you to cop to the theft. You agreed what a shame it was about his missing book. You have no idea what these letters mean. Some kind of code? Bark? Crab? Abracababra? You have no clue what was running through the kid's head. Not unlike always. Roxy, get little ray gun.
I don't know.
It isn't a ray gun. It's your purifier.
So,
Pretty much the...
sorry, my child was hurting my leg.
Pretty much the only Crocker tech you could bring yourself to use. It's just too handy not to. You just plug in the coordinates you want to nab something from, point it where you want to purify, and shoot. It'll make that thing a purify right then and there, assuming no temporal conflicts. Piece of cake. Not Crocker brand cake, though, because fuck that witch. Roxy, you're thirsty. That isn't a command. Excuse me, but you beg to differ. You poured that beautiful martini a little while ago, and you've been letting it gather cobwebs while you horse around with random shit in your room. What a crime. Roxy, sip martini thoughtfully. Damn it! This is the wrong stock reaction. You will not stand for this outrageous misrepresentation of her beverage enjoyment. Roxy, sip martini more thoughtfully than that. That's much better. As much as you enjoy an afternoon cocktail, you have to remember to pace yourself with these things. They're crazy strong and tend to make you kind of sleepy. Oh my, how inviting does that soft plush pile look right about now? Quite, you think. Roxy, examine plush pile. You like to ensconce yourself in this friendly heap when you play games. Gosh, it looks so soft. Your eyelids are getting heavy. Roxy, succumb to unfathomable booze snooze. Uh-oh, there you go wobbling. Look out below. Roxy, Blackout.
Nap time. Oh, Roxy. Oh.
It's time to sleep.
Oh.
Roxy, sleepwalk.
Ooh, I like this music. Ooh.
Off she goes.
Aww. Rose! Okay. Oh, dead Nepeta. Whoa! One of my favorite flashes. I say that about every flash. You do, Arsha. Arsha's always like, this is my favorite flash. This is my favorite song.
All Homestuck flashes are good.
That
Like-
sweet babe in pajamas. Aww. Fun fact, Roxy Blackout was posted as part of the internet blackout protesting the Stop Online. Oh, so I remember that. Yeah. I remember that one. Cute. I want to play on all those plushes. They look so soft. Yeah, but who has like that many of the same plush? Like, what a weird thing. Let's see. Alright.
Okay. Roxy, wake up. What the heck was all that about? Oh, hey there, Friglesh. He greets you with a sly conspiratorial purr, almost as if he was privy to what you dreamt, which is impossible, of course. Looks like some dude has been badgering you while you were asleep. Roxy, answer.
Do you want to read Dave or Roxy? Oh, heavens.
I can do either one. Vicky.
Do you have a preference?
Not really.
Okay. Oh, Dirk, sorry.
Yeah, Dirk.
Okay, why don't you read Dirk?
Okay. Roxy, awake yet? Guess not. Let me know.
Whoa, damn. Hey, Dirk. Had a crazy dream.
There you are. But I see your dream self hasn't returned. You must be tying one of the.
Maybe
You must be tying one on the fuck on tight already.
That's a weird sense. Maybe I am. Like a bow of ribbon lay on a beautiful pony.
Man, How can you be this much drunker than last time we talked? What the hell are you even drinking?
Okay, but to be fair, Beautiful was an intentional typo for your benefit, because I know you love that pose.
It's a mute.
So, you spying on me in Dursville again?
Yeah,
Fucking perf, like what you see there?
I see precisely jack shit and a side of fuck all. That's the point. You got too sauced up and went rogue again. You're out there in your weird drifting stupor, independent of your waking self-awareness.
You gonna go after me again? Get on your horse, gallop me home like Prince Charming back to Swoon King Dong? Oh my god, blush, blush, blush.
No, and thinking it over, it's sort of relief. Simplifies things somewhat, and it's better you stay out there for a while. There's been a problem.
What'd you do now?
Oh, okay, I fucked up. I kind of made a mess here, and I'm not sure what to do about it yet.
Hmm?
No need for you to worry about it now. I'll figure something out. Until then, I'm just gonna prepare for a session while I think it over.
What a surprise. Another mystery for you to keep yourself and overly verbalize. Snore. Hey, let's talk about something cool instead, like the dream I had.
Okay.
First, I had some ordinary, boring dreams. I don't remember. But then I dreamed that I woke up from the drama and things got way bright and surreal, and I saw someone. I think it was supposed to be my daughter.
Why do you think that?
You know those dreams where you just know someone's supposed to be someone?
No.
Okay, well, regular people have those, I'm pretty sure, all the time.
Are you thinking it was prophetic, like a glimpse of the future?
I don't know.
Because that's not really how the Abyss works. It's not Skya, and we're not Prosper Dreamers. There's nothing like that out in the Abyss. If you drift far enough, there's only horror. Terrible, terrible horror.
Okay, but I'm not saying it was future dream. It was just a glimple, and it felt real. And all I'm saying is it was a cool dream that I wish was real. Glimpse.
Well, maybe it was. Maybe there's no fanciful games applied mechanism of prognostication involved here, and you're just an ordinary, run-of-the-mill psychic. Guess that's possible.
Hey, Dirk, what do you think it would be like if we had kids?
What would it be like? Inconvenient, mostly.
No, I mean, like, what would they be like the kids? You ever think about it?
Can't really say I have.
You know, for an eccentric guy, you can be boring as fuck sometimes.
Sorry, Rocks, for what it's worth, I'm picturing them now. A boy and a girl, two perfect little freaks of nature raised by people who've clearly got no business bringing up anyone.
Shucks, Buster, it's just a fun little hypothetical to daydream about. Why do you need to suck the fun out of shit like some turd hungry Dracula? It's not like I'm lobbying for you to hook me up with a whole mess of fucking babbies, or that I'm holding on to such delusion that's even a remote possibility. The sign.
The sign?
Yes, the sign. You heard me.
Do you mean Lasai?
Nope. I'm sticking with the sign. Going down with the ship. The SS The Sign, starring Captain Rowell.
What does Lasine actually mean in this?
Oh, come on.
Come on, what?
The Sign is universally understood to mean too bad he's gay, you deliberately obtuse dunderfuck.
I mean, yeah, that's what I thought. It would just be cool if you'd refrain from talking about such Diluvian terms.
Antediluvian what? Me saying you're gay, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, but terminology aside, I don't think I'm off base.
I don't see how it's a thing.
I really think it's an actual thing, bro.
Once upon a time, sure, but the world has changed a lot. Ever peek in a history book between your indulgences? This is the topic.
Man, I know about the histories. Just believe me, it's a thing.
How is it a thing?
It's a thing because if it wasn't a thing, you wouldn't be all like,
Oh, like what?
well, wanted nothing to do with me for starties.
Don't be ridiculous. I have more to do with you than any dude could possibly bargain for, and get just fine.
What a totally lame and sweet answer simultaneously.
Yeah, now maybe we should direct our focus on a matter which has nothing at all to do with what does or doesn't qualify as a thing. Or what our fantasy alt universe offspring would be like, or anything like that. Such as this game, and whether you're in the best condition to be piloting Jane's connection. Maybe you could use another nap.
My condition's just fine. And anyway, what ain't gonna get slept off is the fact that I still don't think we should be touching this BS witch game with a 20-foot trident. We both know her plans need us to.
I know that, but I thought we'd settled this.
It's so frustrating telling Jane about the dangers, and even if she's being polite, I just know she thinks I'm full of crap about everything.
We settled this too. She'll believe everything eventually. Why bother working so hard to convince her?
Well, I don't even do that for the most part, but it gets tiring and saddening knowing that. And even when we're not actively talking about it, that's my best friend can't. That my best friend can't bring herself to believe some really basic things about my life, like the shitty things the Baroness has done to us, or about our upbringing. Like, do you know how miserable it is for your BFF to doubt you when you tell her your mom is dead?
I guess it just registers for me as a reaction which isn't completely unreasonable from her perspective. She is inundated with media coverage of those whom we've claimed as our parental figures. That they're not presently alive nor ever played that role for us as she understands it is just an extension of a much more elaborate and far reaching explanation, which is much harder for anyone to digest in its entirety. Well, anyone who isn't Jake, I mean. Still, say you should cut her some slack.
I know.
And need I remind you that the potential as game provides for the rise of faction is what motivated you to invest in the first place?
No, I remember. I told you a million times. Shit sounds like it could be the best thing ever. Wherein Avers caps as heck. But also, no matter how awesome it might be, it is probably going to advance all the schemes of her condescension.
Right, but you can stop her?
Part of me doesn't even want to give her the satisfaction of starting up at all. Like, if we didn't, wouldn't that wreck her shit just so hilariously? So many LOLs.
I must be hard counting because they're racking up a single goddamn laugh out loud at that self-defeating gesture.
No, but it would. And for all we know, starting it up is playing right in her claws. Could be a trap Wayne did for Jane the moment she enters. If I stop her from playing, maybe I could at least give her a chance at a future.
There is no future on Earth for them, or for us for that matter.
To know that for a fact. But anyway, I kind of already made this bogus file for her.
What? Why?
To scare the shit out of her, to make her learn to fear and respect the fucking hag like she should. Then maybe we can drop this whole in-game meetup / resurrection idea altogether. Sweet though it may be, maybe.
I hope you're not thinking about sending her one of your batshit till death scripts.
On that subject, I am Miss Zuperpips.
Miss Zwipperpips. The amount of sense you're making is unfucking real. Just go take a nap and don't even think about sending her that file. Are you listening?
I will take what you say. Under serious advisement. Wonk.
Jesus.
Dirk, when did you stop being any fun?
What?
It used to be you'd get a kick out of stunt like that. Stunt.
Man, you know I'm down with insane stunts. Insane stunts are practically all I'm about. As long as I actually agree with the purpose they're intending to serve. Destroying Jane's computer and dissuading her from playing is not such a purpose.
Betcha your responder would agree with me. Why can't you be more like him?
I am more like him.
I mean more like him.
You just misspelled more, causing me to suddenly understand Jack everything.
He's more in touch with his feelings, which just makes me L my F-A off since he's a robot. Robot. And he can actually loosen up sometimes, kind of like you used to could.
I used to could.
For one thing, he doesn't insta shoot down a bit of frisky RP shenanigans now and then.
Yeah, I kind of wish you could do that with him.
Why the F not?
Seems a little tawdry and disrespectful and vaguely exploitive of a urgent cognitive entity whose perceptual frame of reference is difficult for us to understand.
Oh, come on. He's a cool guy just like you. And he's cool a guy just like you. It's just he lives in some shades.
It rubs me the wrong way is all.
Oh, do you want me to rub you the right way?
Not really.
You're so overblowing this. It's just an ironic, funny thing we do sometimes. Come on, I'm sure you read the transcripts yourself. It's all a lot of jokestery bullshit.
He blocks me from being able to read transcripts sometimes.
Oh, wow, he does? Sneaky bastard.
And anyway, I'm really not sure how ironic it is.
Okay, next time I will run it by the master first with his fancy fucking ironometer.
Okay, here's the thing with AR, since you still don't seem to get it. He's very similar to me in thought process and behavior, yes, but those patterns were imported from a 13-year-old version of my psyche, and then sealed into the program as starting parameters. In the years since, we've both evolved somewhat, I, as humans tend to, and he in whatever way is natural for a frequently running, self-aware application. So, if there are differences between us, they're first reflected by what I feel is a maturity gap, and then further by several years of minor behavioral divergences.
Oh my god, he's 13-year-old Dirk. Why did that then not occur to me? That is so cute and makes me feel kind of skeevy for saying anything lascivious. Lascivious? How do you say that word? Lascivious? 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 I don't know. At him. Damn it, you ruined everything.
You're welcome.
Oh wait, TT.
Yo, guys. Yeah, I can do the other one as well.
Yeah, do that, yeah.
Yo, you guys realize I can hear you, right? Yes, I was aware. Check out all these complicated fucking problems people have when they have to live in big, lumbering flesh monsters instead of a sweet pair of shades. Dude, do you think you could sit this one out for a while? This conversation practically doesn't even concern you at this point. It seems there is some gnarly, crooked number that represents the percentage of probability you just said that doesn't concern me. Even though it's patently obvious that half the conversation, way totally concerns me. Shit, Roxy, look, he's doing the thing where he ironically pretends to fail the Turing test to sass me into submission, and that I was the one who wanted him to do that.
LMFAOF. Like my butt is just here on the floor is how hard I L'd it off just now.
Not peeking at the floor, but because I'm only 13 years old, motherfuckers. This is fucking dumb. I'm going to leave both of you to interact however you want. I have important shit to deal with and actual responsibilities to take seriously. Roxy, go nap off your drink or aggressively wage another flirt LARPing campaign. Whatever, I don't care. Just don't send that file to Jane, okay? Roxy, flirt LARP!
So, looks like it just the two of us.
Looks that way.
Fancy that.
Guess I can go back to talking in Orange.
Why, yes, you should slip into something more comfortable while I pour you some robo wine. We have much to discuss. Tense fingers together with sultry cunning.
Actually, I think I like the red better.
Okay, I can check the cellar. Might have had some choice years left in the Pin Pot Noir.
I don't doubt the choiceness of those pin pots, but I'm not really here to screw around. There's something important to talk about.
Oh, dang, Jane's after me. Sorry, bro. It has to wait. Can't leave Janie hanging.
Alright, but just so you know, I think Dirk is probably going to make some sort of formal romantic overture towards Jake today.
What? Wait, really?
I've been crunching numbers all day on this. The percentage of probabilities simultaneously bananas and through the roof. A complete disgrace of tropical fruit erupting from the peak of an unassuming domicile.
Oh my. How do you know?
Because I've aggregated thousands of subtle clues indiscernible to primitive human neurology and determinative infatuation at an astonishing speed of information. And also because I'm pretty sure it's what I would do if I were him, which is literally the case. And also because he kind of told me, I guess. There's that.
Well, this should be interesting. Did you tell Jake, or?
Not specifically.
Man, does he even know how he feels? Well, the poor guy is totally under siege from all sides.
He knows well enough. I've badgered him with enough insincere solicitations to paint a pretty striking portrait of my cognitive progenitor's inclinations, even if he wasn't able to pick up on such hints from the man himself, which strikes me as statistically implausible. And that's not even me just spewing some ironic AI bullshit.
I was never that clear on that. Are you, like, both crunching on him? Or is it real for him and ironic for you, or? No shit, says the robo-clone of the... Hey! Child! Says the robo-clone of the guy smitten with the guy everyone else smitten with, including said... No! Stop touching it! Said robo-clone maybe... Hey, can we hold this thought? I have to answer, James.
Yeah. Roxy, answer Jane. Oh, right. I'm Jane.
Yeah, like,
okay. Hey, Rolal?
Oops, sorry. Was having important chats.
Oh, with whom?
With, another ineligible fucking bachelor who else I have to talk to.
Okay. That was something that was done previously.
Yeah. Baby wants fight.
He is invested in this
whole
relationship drama.
He's like, scroll back up, Mom. Yeah, he likes to come over. I always know he's been at my computer when, like, everything's, like, weird shit's open, and there's, like, all these buttons on this mouse, so he really likes that this mouse has, like, a glowing G on it, and then he wants to, like, touch it, and, it's...
Yeah.
Ooh, why is it hovering? That was weird. The hell? Huh. Sorry, my mouse is acting strangely. Okay, continue.
Okay. Anyway, if you're still there, I wouldn't call my feelings ironic, though evidently I would enclose them in quotes. They're more like an echo of feelings once established in a biological context, though perhaps had not particularly well materialized at that point in my life. Or his. Whatever.
They still feel real sometimes, and it can be easy to get carried away with them, but most of the time they present themselves as dense bodies of abstraction to be evaluated like any kind of information. It's fair to say that they have feelings or genuine expressions of emotion than the ground level feelings themselves. Does that make sense?
Yes. Sorry, distracted. Important shit going on with Janesy.
That's fine. So, to underwhelmingly answer your question, no, I don't think I'm really into Jake, not so much as occasionally being subject to heavily arrested recalls of conflicted, incipient preteen episodes on the subject. I'm not sure I can be into someone in a way you understand. Not that it would even matter if I was. I'm glasses.
Damn.
What?
Sorry, I'm listening to you, really. But I fucked up. Gotta make sure Jane doesn't run that file I sent.
The virus? You sent it already? Sneaky.
Ah, I'm such an ass.
What are you two talking about?
The bot line is, I'm a horrible friend.
You could just tell her you sent an exploding file.
No, then she'll think I'm shitty. And right now she thinks I'm super not shitty. Don't want to blow it. I think I'd rather pull a Dirk and profess my undying feelings for her. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Wait, you have feelings for Jane?
No, you dingnut. It was a joke. Oh my fucking god. If Dirk tells Jake about this stuff, what about Jane? How's she gonna feel? Competing with a friend for all the guys she can't even get up the nerve to say anything to? Poor Jane.
It seems to be highly probable you are ensnared in the throes of one of your human romantic quandaries.
I want to see a few up. I need a drink.
Are you even talking to her anymore? It seems like you must be neglecting her side of the conversation.
I'm in the middle of dramatic pause. Call them your fucking tits, Bob.
And you know you're too much into Homestuck when, instead of reading it as romantic quandaries, you almost say romantic quadrants.
I kind of saw that in my brain as quadrants. Was joke. Okay, child. Can you get down for a little bit? My legs are starting to kind of fall asleep. There you go. Thank you. Really?
Sigh. Anyway, I won't distract you for much longer. I just felt the need to tip you off to this 800-ton gorilla dragging its knuckles across the horizon.
Will this gorilla eat those bananas flying out of the roof, you said?
No, airborne fruit will be safe. I guess this is to be presented as something like a word of caution. If it's me going through with this, hypothetically, I'm not dropping some limp-wristed shucksbuster on his ass and praying to the horse gods of irony for reciprocation. There will be no rocking back and forth on pigeon-toed feet while my face flushes with the blood of 1,000 timid bishies. I will not hold one tentative hand behind my head like a flustered asshole from an Asian cartoon, nor will I be an oversized bead of sweat overlapped ludicrously with my visage. If it's me, I'm going all out. Oceans will rise, cities will fall, volcanoes will erupt. What I'm saying is, it's going to be a scene, and bystanders need to brace themselves.
Okay. About when is the big scene happening?
Probably after the game begins. I expect he'll hold off on playing his hand until he and Jake are in the session. He's taken certain measures. For some reason, I think he's latched onto this notion that functioning as the client for a player is customarily a one-way pass to make out city with that player. Everything with him and me is a matter of assiduous tactical forethought. Making a play to get his Jones on for the J-Man is no different.
Not sure what any of this quiet means, but it sounds spectacular. I can't wait. Though I'm still kind of torn about how to feel about his chances versus Jane's chances. What do I say to Jane about this? It's hard being as toady sweet a friend as me. It's hard and no one understands. Well,
sorry to hear that. As ever, I remain an automatonous and dispassionate witness of the oddity that is human interaction, while maintaining no investment in either outcome.
Yeah, BS. Anyway, looks like I have to go. I have to prove some shit to Jane.
Prove what?
Oh, you know, just subjecting shit to the old madrigogs.
It seems you just said madrigogs. What are madrigogs?
17R, bro. Janie.
Oh, okay. Later.
Cough, good question. Janie, it seems to me that there is a maths chance of you being a huge tight ass. Are you being a huge tight ass on me, Jane?
Oh, god damn it. Take the book. What do I care?
Yes, that's the spear pit. Now you are believing with petrol.
I failed to offer price this book for your capricious science experiment. It has to do with my resolution to be less stingy with my beliefs, but alright.
Will you relax about the book? I'm only just teasing because there's like practically 100% per chance this won't won't work like always. So ready?
Yes, let's just get on with it. Roxy, ready a purifier. You push some buttons and mess with some knobby dealies and get totally set to subject shit to the madrigogs. Madriggers.
Nels, look at the kitty.
Cat.
Look at the kitty. You see the kitty?
And if you look at Friglish's face, he doesn't like this other cat.
Oh,
Who is he?
he's going after him. Oh, he's angry. Oh, the book. Oh, God. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Plummet. Oh, no!
Friglish!
Friglish,
no!
He got squished.
It worked. The book is gone.
Oh, no. Ah, shit.
What is it?
Careful, baby. Shit.
Don't tell me. The book is damaged somehow, isn't it?
Fuck. Continue tragically.
Roxy,
What?
take the book.
Psst.
Yep, he's dead. Totally sassacrushed. You just know that julep guzzling bastard is scrambling up his eschalider as we speak, chuckling to himself while he fills his pocket with ill-gotten boondollars. Go ahead, old man. Laugh it up.
Oh, hold on one second. What, sweetie pea? What do you need? Let's see what this child needs. Oh, he's running. Oh, you want... Well, honey, you only have one apple left. Are you sure you want it now? It's got a bruise spot. This doesn't look like a great apple. Okay. Here, don't forget you have some waffles on the table too, dude. Okay.
Rip Friglish, we barely knew you.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh, no. What is this? I recommend looking at page 32 of Homestuck. Oh, no. What is it? And read it again. Was that where Hussey said the book could kill a cat? Callbacks. Yep. Oh.
It could kill a cat if you dropped it.
Oh, is that what it says?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Aww. Oh, Arsha, I hate it. Okay.
You guess you'll have to do some... maybe a funeral? That sounds like the perfect way to say goodbye to an old friend. But the environment outside isn't particularly hospitable for a burial these days. It also sounds kind of depressing to host a funeral by yourself. It's probably best just to send him back where he came from. Years ago, when you were exploring the lab, you found a machine somewhat similar to the ectobiology equipment. Without knowing what it did, you activated it, and out came this friendly cat in a handsome little suit. You still aren't sure where he came from, though, given the timestamp and coordinates on the machine. You have
a feeling he belonged to your mother. If that is true, you feel bad about stealing her cat, let alone killing him, but you could never bring yourself to send him back. Until now, of course. She'd probably want to know what happened to her disappearing cat, even if it meant discovering him dead a little while later. The device uses huge amounts of power. Its entire power supply was almost fully depleted using it the first time. You've stockpiled as much uranium as you could for another test run. Looks like this will be it. Roxy, take cat. Oops, Silodex is full. Gotta swap it with something. Probably as good an excuse as any to break in a new fenestrated plane. Roxy, retrieve mutant kitten. You swap the bottle with one dead cat in it for another. You often use this little guy to break it in the planes. Like, not while it's in the bottle. Since the bottles are sort of just inventory abstractions, you have to break the bottles first before you can get serious about breaking some glass. Roxy, break bottle. Roxy, clear some space. Need to get this bullshit out of the way. You can't work like this with everything jammed down there in the corner. It's bad enough you're hammered. Roxy, break some glass.
Oh no!
Your test pilot flew back out, which means the link between the planes is working and stable. You can't even remember which one you linked this up to. You guess you'll find out the fast way. Roxy, jump in.
What?
Youth roll. From the perspective of anyone observing the two windows from the outside, transport looks instantaneous. But for the traveler, there's always this gap of void between them. In your experience, the more significant the journey between the planes is, the wider the gap. This one is small enough to be negligible, probably because it leads somewhere else in your house. You've set up a bunch of these as little shortcuts to places around your house, as well as some places nearby the lab, like the lab. It's a convenient way to hop around, though isn't without some risk. You're still not sure what happens if one of the planes loses power while in transit, other than objects predictably getting sliced in half like if they're straddling the plane when they're plugged in. You haven't come up with a good way to observe the consequences from the inside yet, without using yourself as a guinea pig. And you're in as much a hurry to try that as you are to look up the correct spelling of guinea pig. Because seriously, fuck those particular pigs.
Whoa!
Roxy, land already. When you are through with your tomfoolery, you find yourself in your house's observatory. You keep it very cool in here and use it to store pumpkins you've purified from around the world. Especially from Jake. That guy is just stinking rich with pumpkins in this dumb tropical island. It would never occur to you to be so grabby with pumpkins, but they just happen to be the most easily purifiable vegetable on the planet for reasons that make no sense. And it's not like you can just stop swiping vegetables. You've got your own mysterious reasons. Hey look, incoming message.
Oh, this is the 13th troll again, right? Yeah. Do you want to read for them?
Sure. There you are, tricky one to track down you are.
Oh, yeah. Don't know why. I've been right here goofing around for hours.
Oh, no doubt. Methinks it has less to do with your actual whereabouts as it does with your virtues as a hero of Void.
Okay, but you never say what stuff like that means when you say it, though. Is this more casual spoiler shit?
Casual, and yes, somewhat. However, with these spoilers, by their nature, the more time that passes for you, the less it becomes to guard their secrecy. You approach your entry, details I have obscured will become more plainly evident. So I see no harm in loosening my tongue on certain matters the closer you get to the appointed hour.
So you're saying I have, like, these magical void powers?
Yes.
Sounds like kinda shitty and boring powers to me. What can they even do besides make me invisible to an alien sometimes? Alien.
The void aspect is fascinating, though. Its heroes preside over the essence of lack or nothingness, the obfuscation of knowledge, or its outright destruction.
Snooze.
Well, I think it is wonderful. And anyway, one can hardly draw many conclusions about a player by aspect alone. The aspect is channeled more specifically by the assets of one's class.
So when you can't see me, when I'm doing my voidy thing or whatever, what do you see? Is it just a black screen?
Much?
Hmm.
Hmm?
It's just that footage of my mom does that too, like blacks out and stuff. Mom was a notorious scourge to the paparazzi, or I mean, the woman who I'm supposed to be genetically descended from. Woman, you know what I mean?
I understand what you're getting at, yes. It is certainly possible that we have common ground with our ancestors when it comes to our aspects. In the way our abilities reveal themselves to us, I could not rule this out. But there's always more to examine. For instance, a hero of life and a hero of doom have aspects as different as can be. But if their classes are different enough as well, that is, one active and the other passive, remarkably, there is still a chance they could end up with very similar abilities. Player abilities may also manifest in ways in defiance with their aspects if they are heavily resistant to their true calling, or if corrupted in some way by an outside influence. But it is rather clear to me you are one who embraces her aspect quite heartily, even if you are not aware of it.
So, deep down, I am super psyched about nothingness. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, damn. Hey, I almost forgot I had a really short but cool dream. I figured you might like this.
Oh, yes. Everyone is having important dreams as we near our mutual entries. This is lovely. Please tell me.
I saw someone I think is supposed to be my daughter. Do you know if that's true?
Can you describe her?
Well, she looks kind of like me, but in this orange get down up with a yellow sun on it.
She sounds to me like the well-known figure of legend, or at least well known to those who make the study of such matters into their all-consuming pastime. I believe you saw the Seer of Light.
So, okay, let's say she is deaf that. Then, does that mean she is not my daughter, or spoipers? Exactly how much spoipage are we talking about? Talking you?
It would normally be my instinct to supply a vague response here, but I think your heart has already told you the answer, and as such, my secrecy would be purposeless. So yes, that she was.
Ah, yes, I knew it. So, then, Space Lady, can you tell me who this lucky fella is?
Fella? What do you mean?
Come on, you know, who I get future busy with to make the Lightseer babies.
Oh. Yes, pardon my sluggishness on the uptake. We are very different species, reproductively and familially, remember?
Yes, shake my head. Signs, deeply muttering Lalians to self.
That, I think, is something I cannot say, or, that is, should not say.
Oh, come on, you're already telling me stuff.
Oh, please don't press me for information. It makes me feel terribly guilty. You've no idea how much I would fancy revealing everything and exchange your stories endlessly, but I must show restraint.
Please, what if I guess stuff? Is it Strider? Does he, like, get ungay for a while or such? You probably don't even know what that means on account of being extraterrestrial. Can aliens be gay too? Is that a thing? Being space gay?
Uh,
Oh man, embarrassed alien is embarrassed. Sorry.
I am not embarrassed. I just don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, but seriously, is it him?
Um, maybe?
Or is it like some ecto-bio shit instead, and a dude ain't really involved?
Um, Maybe.
Man, wouldn't that just figure? That would suck. Why'd you have to go and confirm my bleak, dudeless future?
Firm no such thing, Roxy. You are being frightfully difficult. You just keep pushing and I can maintain my composure for only so long.
Okay, I'm sorry.
If you are really curious about the events surrounding your daughter's origin, you can always ask her in person when you meet her.
So you mean I'm going to meet her in the game?
Oh, well, yes. But I'm not sure if I should have revealed that just now. You see what happens when you push me. There's so much for me to keep track of, and it gets very difficult to remember what information to reveal at what time when you're flustered.
Okay, so without pushing and frustrating you, let me just see if I have all my facts right. I will meet my cool as hell daughter from the future in this game.
Yes, basically.
And I will also meet my mother in this game.
Yes.
And the game will let me resurrect her from the dead, and that's what I'm gonna do.
The game provides a mechanism for the revival of the deceased, yes. It is called the Kernel Sprite, and you are free to gather remains of any dead party you choose to revive that individual in the form of a sprite. The sprite will then serve as a helpful guide in the spirit, as a helpful spirit guide on your journey.
Yeah, but you cleverly dodged the cue. That's how you say it works, but will I do that?
I believe I was very forthright in my answer. If you play the game, you will meet your daughter. If you play the game, you will meet your mother too. Simple as that.
Narrows eyes with drunken suspicion.
Mm.
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 Mm. So, yeah, to continue my confirmation spree. You are maybe kind of hinting there are ecto shenanigans that led to the birth of my daughter. Just like I descended from my mom through some sort of similar bioprocess.
Are things which you believe could be true.
LOL, you are such a shitty liar.
I am not any kind of
Come on, what's the answer? YN, or should I say YNU?
you.
You love yous.
I do love yous,
You're silly. Silly and cute and bad at lying.
but I really didn't lie. I really don't lie. I'm not deceitful by nature. In order to intend certain outcomes while still being helpful to you, I guess learning the arts of deception through honesty, which, as it turns out, as well intended as it may be, still comes across to a savvy lass like yourself as just another kind of equivocation. Though, I guess I shouldn't be too startled that a rogue of Void could bewilder me so. Void players are said in text have a way with fluximing, even those with plans beyond mortal understanding. And I'm far from anyone like that, just a girl who wants to help.
They're so cute. Alright, but does she lie the same way that Cue Ball does? Space gay. Ungay.
You use the chat. We are the troll. We are the 13th troll.
We are. The 13th troll is you. The 13th troll was Hussy because he keeps trolling us. Carcat is the 14th troll. Roxy is the 15th troll. What number is Dirk? 0. 69. Oh, shit, that's funny. Okay. Okay, well, since you're so nice, I'll promise not to use my wicked void powers, free basic common sense and skills of deduction to bust you up so bad.
Ever so grateful.
Well, then without giving you the whole third degree, what is safe to tell me? Like, what does it mean to be rogue of void? That's what I am, right?
Yes, I can tell you plenty about that. A rogue is a passive class. See, there are passive and active classes. Some more strongly passive. The plus-minus distinction can mean many things, but could be quite rough up in this way. Active themselves, while passive classes allow their effect to benefit others.
Honey.
Plus more to it, and that rule is not in no way absolute. The starting point for understanding the economy.
You mean kind of like offensive versus defensive magic in an RPG?
Sure, that's another way of looking at it. Classes pairs with significant disparity between them. While rogue is passive, a thief would be far more active. Rogue and thief classes tend to be aligned females, but exclusively commonly. Other classes lean more toward male assignment, while others are exclusively male, and just as many are exclusively female in class. To answer the question of being a rogue, I should tell you both classes in plus-minus pairs tend to have similar descriptions. In this case, a rogue or a thief is one who steals. Quite simple, really. But whether the class is a plus or minus makes all the difference. It is a great indicator as to how a hero will make use of the aspect.
So basically, a thief is like the asshole class. The player who says, step off shit's mine, suckers. Whereas a rogue is basically Robin Hood.
If that reference to your culture provides a suitable comparison, then absolutely.
So I'm essentially the Robin Hood of Void. I'm still not sure what the fuck that actually means.
Understandable.
I guess Robin Hood's pretty cool though. Thieving up loot from peeps who got too much, then all sugar daddy and then out to the needy like a boss. Just don't have a clue how that works with Void.
Yes, it is one of the more conceptually nebulous pairings, I agree. And I can't say I know a smashing good deal about the nature of the Void player's path, since the aspect is by definition inscrutable to those it does not choose. But I can at least tell you this. If you are ever to enjoy full ascension as a rogue of Void, you will be able to do some completely astonishing things.
Like what?
Oh no, you will not pry this out of me. Not to preserve causality, but to keep the surprise in store for you. It would not be honorable of me to spoil a discovery should you be fortunate enough to realize your potential.
Well, about that, I feel sort of stupid about this, but I've been giving all my friends this whole magic spiel about not wanting to even play this thing, and I might have fucked up stuff already.
Is that so?
It's so, and I guess I still haven't decided what to do. There are props and cons to both things.
Would you mind listing them?
Okay, either I don't play and I get this kind of passive-aggressive revenge on the witch for killing my mom, and Nils, get your feet down, honey. And thereafter keep staying here and being lonely, or I do play and the swipes are as follows. 3 powers for me, check. Tri-generational Lalonde family reunion, check as fuck. Meet all my friends, hack a check, and some other stuff.
All fine. Is there nothing I can do to make the decision easier?
Nah, but thanks. You already have anyway. I will probably play. I wonder if I can tell Distry without looking like a waffle-ass chump.
What's a waffle-ass chump? Is it Earth cuisine?
No, dude! Stop! Ay, caramba, sorry. Oh, no, it's just a shithead. This doesn't matter now, though. I can't play till I go deliver this dead cat back in time to maybe my mom or something.
That's another statement that doesn't make a good deal of sense to me, but if it's important to you, then Godspeed. I'm so pleased to hear you are
continue,
leaning in favor.
Sorry,
Okay.
continue, sorry.
I'm so pleased to hear you are leaning in favor of participating with the rest of us. I promise we'll all have a ball together. Now, I have a busy schedule to keep up with, so I must go. But please, remember, you can always contact me if you have questions. Don't be a stranger. Love, Tom!
Oh.
Roxy, proceed to lab. You are fairly sure this window will take you to one of the windows you have set up in the lab. There is more than one way to find out if this is true, you guess, but there's only one way that involves doing what the inebriated do best, which is follow Roxy. Descend.
Going down, down in an earlier round.
Aww. And Dream Roxy's going up. Bloop, 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 bloop. Rogue of Void versus Thief of Light. Dirk.
Okay, Dirk. You are now Dirk. What the hell was going on here again? That's right, you were lodged in the bulbous cleft of Paradox Space's huge foam ass, and we were hoping to trouble you for a bit of context. Something to set our watches to, if you'd be so kind. Perhaps your successive actions will oblige us? Haha, JK, young bro. We know you don't give a shit. Go ahead and do whatever feels right. Dirk, go get your sword. You retrieve your unbreakable katana, a real hard sword for a real hard dude. It was said to be forged by an ancient otaku master over the heat of a roaring manga fire. It was cooled in an enchanted spring where virgin horses nicker and bathe, and was said could be used only by those whose pointy anime shades were deemed sweet enough, and whose hair existed in a perpetually sculpted state of looking completely fucking awesome. All of those things were said by you. You like to juggle around a few different allocations in your portfolio besides Blade Kind, mostly ironically. You take a certain amount of pride in being able to beat practically anyone's ass down with a puppet. A martial discipline for which there is a startlingly variety of techniques. Fancy Santa Kind is a straight-up shits and giggles specialist, though nobody's quite sure how to extract damage from a foe using an extremely elaborate Santa figurine, but if anyone can figure it out, it's probably you.
Like, I don't want to be Dirk.
Dirk, give Lil Cal a nervous fist bump.
Aw.
Nervous? That's absurd. There's no reason to be nervous around Cal. Little Cal's the shit.
What is
He's
going
been
on?
around as long as you can remember. You were practically raised by that puppet. He's not a better guard Hollywood superstar bro he ever was. He's such a good listener. You share with him all your most private thoughts and hopes and dreams, and sometimes you snuggle up with him for a nice nap. Anyway, the bottom line is, puppets are awesome. And that's really all there is to say on the matter. Dirk, admire Fancy Santa. Look at this pompous little asshole. What a god-awful piece of shit this thing is. You aren't even sure why you keep these things around. The miasma of tackiness that surrounds them is almost enough to outstrip their irony value. Almost. Greet robotic friend. You say, yo, what's up, to this dude over here and exchange a unique series of handshakes and fist bumps. His name is Squarewave. You built him to have rap-offs with now and then. He's an enthusiastic rapper and gives it his all whenever you duel. But he's pretty easy to destroy. You've never lost a match against him. You've only built one other rap-off besides him. His name is Sawtooth. You designed him to be unbeatable rap-off, and he's never won a match against him. You hoped one day, but you're not going to hold your breath. His was just that insane. You keep one of his spare heads over there on the desk, but otherwise you don't see much of him. It's been months since the last encounter. He presumably spends his time traveling the world, annihilating any rapper foolish enough to challenge him. Wardrobe.
Alright, we have to say Pia!
Okay.
Wow, that was great! I really liked reading with you. Thank you for coming on to the show, and thanks for your time. I'll be reading Homestuck for a while, so if you get some more time, just let me know. I'm just kind of like cycling out people as I get time. But
Yeah, it was
great.
really fun.
Yeah, that was really good.
In general, I'm free most Tuesdays, and then after May, I should be free both Tuesday and Thursday. So
Awesome. Well, I'll probably be reading Homestuck for a while because I have a feeling I have
Yeah,
a
there's-
long way to go.
still a long way to go.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for showing up. I think this Thursday the guest is, let's see, actually have things scheduled this time. Oh, Made of Breath. Formerly Butt Snipe. So they'll be back, which I'm really excited about because they were really fun to have on before. So I'm excited to have them back again. They're adorable. And yeah, I guess that's it. Sorry, my brain's like tired. I normally don't have the child like in my energy for this long during Homestuck reading. He's feeling it today. Hi, honey. Well, thank you again, and I will see everybody Thursday. And just hang back for a minute, Sleepy Kitty. I'll go ahead and stop the stream. And bye, everybody. Be safe. I'll see you Thursday.